and welcome to Rants. I'm Richie, and I know it's been a while without a video. I know it's been a while. I've been doing some stuff, so I haven't been able to be on this recording schedule. But yeah, today we're gonna do another comedy video. I just need to relax. I need to, I don't know, chill. So we're gonna be doing a Norm Macdonald Alcoholism. That's what we're gonna be checking out, and let's go.
Now this grimness. Although my buddy, I did want to say one thing about my buddy Richie, who has a disease, and
That's how we're starting, right? With Richie. That's my nickname. That's why the channel is called Rich Rants. So we're starting with the disease that Richie has. Okay, let's see where this goes.
It's an interesting disease he has. He has the disease of alcoholism.
Okay.
And he came to me, and he told me, and I like to look, I'm the kind of guy who likes to look at the bright side of things, Okay. So I told him, I said, Richie, it's true that you have a disease and everything, but I think you got the best one.
Before he goes any further with this, is it the best one? I mean, I'm interested to see what points exactly he's going to be making because I don't know. I don't know. By the way, cheers.
It's the only disease where you get to drink booze all the time. I haven't looked at every medical journal, but I believe it's the only disease where you can constantly drink booze.
I guess so, yeah. Makes sense.
As a matter of fact, that is the disease. And I don't think Richie would think he had a disease. Like, I don't think Richie would go to my Uncle Bert, go, hey, I understand you got bowel cancer. Ah, man, I know how you feel. I gotta drink a lot of booze. Those diseases, they're tough, those diseases, huh, Uncle Bert? Hey, what's your symptoms, Uncle Bert? Well, my bowel, I got blood pouring out of it all the time. I got bowel blood pouring out, gushing out of my bowel, almost nonstop. And I got searing, clawing pains, ripping, tearing, mind-screeching bowel pains. And they're combined with aching, dull, soul-deadening bowel pain. Those are basically my symptoms. How about you?
If he's going to be comparing it like that, I mean, I guess it would be better to be an alcoholic if you're comparing it like that. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm not saying by any means that being an alcoholic is good. No, that's not what I'm saying. But but this is an interesting point he's making.
Get happy?
Oh, I missed that.
Those are basically my symptoms. How about you? I get happy. And, I tend to be able to talk to people easier, I find. Sometimes I will meet a lady at a bar, got the same disease as I do.
Okay, he made an interesting point there. I know I'm stopping the video a lot. I'm sorry. But he said that the disease, the alcoholism makes it to be easier to talk to other people. Do you have any story like that? Have you met people like that? Because I have. I have met a lot of people like that. Like, I literally can't stop talking like I'm doing right now. So, I don't know. Do you have any story like that? I would like to hear about it. If it's appropriate, for the comments, of course.
And I'll fuck her.
Oh.
But that's in the latter stages of the disease, Uncle Bert. You gotta realize that. Know what I mean, Uncle Bert? But no, but listen, man, I don't minimize what he does though, because he admits that he's an alcoholic and that he's weaker than a bottle, and that ain't easy to do. I couldn't do any of that shit. I'm too proud, you know what I mean? I got too much pride, like they say in the scriptures, pride goeth before the fall, and he can somehow You know, it's a very beautiful thing he does. He goes to Alcoholics Anonymous, and he says, right in front of them, he says, you know, he goes in front of a whole room full of people, and he says, I am an alcoholic, you know, which I know does not sound that anonymous. I didn't name the group, but sounds like the exact opposite of anonymous. Whatever. Like, to me, the alcoholics that, you know, the anonymous alcoholics, to me, would be like you guys. I don't fucking know. I can't tell, you know? But once you tell a whole church basement full of people, your cover's pretty well blown. But anyways, it still requires a lot of...
That's a good point.
The only thing they seem to be anonymous about, from the way I can gather it, is they won't tell you their last names. Anything else goes, you know? But not the last name. No, no. Sometimes they'll say the first, like they'll go, I am Richie and I am an alcoholic, or the first initial. They'll say, my name is Richie K and I am an alcoholic. Then anything goes. They're like, one time I remember I was under the influence of the demon rum, and I started punching my newborn in the face.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
That went from here to there. Just like that. Just like that. Like, we're talking about alcoholism, and then I was punching a baby in the face. Because that's what he does. He punches babies in the face. That's extreme. Extreme. Like, really extreme.
Yeah. I looked down at my fist, and it was all bloody with... I don't know what it was. It was either from my knuckles or my son's skull. Yeah. I'm not telling you my last name. That's none of your beeswax. As far as I'm concerned, a man should have a little, you know. Ever tell you about the time I blew a dog for a pint of gin? Ever tell you that? Oh, yeah, I did tell you that. First initial's K, I'll give you that much. Richie K, but I'm not going to tell you the last letters. Plus, you can memorize my face. But other than that, I would like to keep this completely anonymous. If there was just a way I could...
Isn't that a thing? Like, I don't know. I've never been to an AA meeting. But are they like that? Like, I know they always portray them in the movies and such as you standing in front of people and just... saying your name, that you're an alcoholic, admitting it, and then saying a story to like get into the group. But that can get dangerous. I mean, there has to be a moment or a story, a specific story that talks about someone that just gave too much information. Like, he actually did something horrific, and then he just said it, like it happened in The Office. That I don't remember the name. But she gave a lot of information because she had immunity, but she really didn't have any immunity with HR, and that sucks. That brought a lot of problems with her. Has that ever happened? I wonder, like in a real AA meeting. I don't know.
And what better way to keep a secret when you think about it than tell a room full of drunks? That's not going any place, you know? As soon as the guy has a relapse, hey, Richie blew a dog for a pint of gin. He told a whole bunch of us.
It actually makes it stranger that he's saying my name. It's like, no, I have never done that. I have never blown a dog for a pint of gin. Never.
I understand the dog had some gin. What are you going to do? Hey, Richie K. You know Richie K? But I don't drink myself, you know. It's not because I'm no big guy. I'm just afraid, you know. I fear everything, you know. And so I'm afraid to and stuff. But I used to. Now I don't drink. And when you're with people that drink, it doesn't work out. That's why that designated driver thing, I don't think ever worked out. I see ads for it again, like I think they're trying to resurrect that idea. But it's kind of a flawed notion, you know. It's like, hey, Bill, listen. We were wondering if you'd come out with us. Here's the idea. We want to go out and drink, and then we were hoping you'd come with us and not drink. How's that sound to you? We're going to go to a bunch of different bars and drink, and then you come with us and not drink. Also, we're not going to be driving. You're going to pick us up at our different houses, go to a bunch of bars, not drink while we drink, and then drive us all home. How's that sound to you? How's that catch you? I was like, I don't know. What's the catch? It sounds too good. For some sort of... But I don't drink, and if you don't drink, I'll tell you something, bars are not a lot of fun because, you know, when you think about it, fucking all, you know, all it is you're just sitting at a big oak table for 4 hours. That's not fun unless you're drunk. And then everybody else be drinking, you know what I mean? So their fun is going up and up and up, you know? It's rising. Their fun is escalating while your fun is staying exactly the same. And
or
then
even
by
less.
the end of the night, you don't even know what the fuck they're laughing about. Just everybody's
Exactly.
laughing. And then they start resenting you for it. I've seen that, man. Drunk people do not want a not drunk guy there. I know that. I've been there so many times. It always ends the same. Guy comes up to you and goes, hey, what's the matter with you? Cheer up. Ah. Then you're like, oh, no, I'm having a good time, too. Don't take a wild swing at me when I'm not looking. I'll be driving you home later. This is a lot of fun.
Sorry.
Worst thing about not drinking is the sex, because if you're drinking, you can meet a girl, she'd be drunk, and then that very night, you can have sex with her, called a one-night stand. Now, if you're not drinking, I don't know if you've ever had a one-night stand dead clean sober, but I have, and it's not a lot of fun. You get back to your apartment, you're like, all right, I guess I'll take my trousers off now, ma'am. And no, I won't. Sorry about that. Well, goodbye. It's nice to meet you. I don't know what I was thinking. We're human beings. Once again, I apologize for the trousers incident. Very nice to meet you. Because booze, somehow, I don't know how it works, but it's some magic elixir where it takes away it makes you think that sex.
Okay, I just want to point this out. This bit started with him saying that alcoholism was a disease. Now, at this precise moment, 9 minutes and 25 seconds in, alcohol is a magical elixir. That's what happens. That's what happens in this type of situations. I've known people that, including myself even, when I was younger, I never ever had a drink. Like never. I was playing soccer. I was doing exercise. I wasn't gonna be having a drink. Like never. But then I did. And then, I don't know, it continued. And many great life stories have come from that. There are some that are not so good. You have to always be careful. Remember that. I'm not talking about being negligent. I want to get that point across because it's important. But yeah, I mean, having one drink or two, it's fun. It can be fun. It all depends with who you are. Because the group that's together, That's what's gonna make the moment, and that's what's gonna make the story be impactful and be worth it, man. Like having a story that you can cherish and you can just tell to anyone in the future, and you're gonna cherish it because it was a special moment.
Sex is not a dirty, filthy, shameful thing. I don't know how it does it, but it does it. And in regular life, that's why sex is so tough to get going, because it's so shameful and filthy, and obviously meant only for procreation. And so when you do it, you know, and my friend was like, "Oh, there's nothing shameful about sex." But I was like, "Of course there is." And I kind of like think about what you do before sex. You know what I mean? Like you put the phone off the hook and everything like that. You make sure the kids aren't around, whatever. You know, you pull the blinds down, right? What's that? That's shame. That's what blinds were made for. Pull down, shame. You don't pull the blinds down when you're making a nice cherry pie for old Witta Hamilton, huh? I notice they stay up for that. Poor old Witta Hamilton.
Oh, that was it. Ah, come on. That was a good one. That was a good one. So yeah, guys, I have to say, I really wanted to see this bit for a while because I've seen other people, I don't know, checking it out, and I saw from this exact same special the joke. It's the 12-minute joke. I know that video is in my channel. You can check it out. It's in Spanish though. That video is in Spanish. I mean, what I say. The joke is in English. It's the original content. But I talk in Spanish in that video. But yeah, there was a great joke. This was a great joke. I mean, it talks about important stuff that affects our daily lives because we're usually getting drunk without even noticing it. Like we go out with some friends and just start talking, start telling them about our day, just letting stuff out, having a couple of drinks, and when you come to ground and get to focus on what exactly you're doing at the moment, you're already drunk. You're just having fun with whoever is there. Like it doesn't matter. It's something I enjoy about Norm Macdonald's style of comedy. And I have to say this because his style of comedy is not the same as a lot of other comedians. And I know people that don't like Norm Macdonald at all. I do like it because he has a way of telling stories that he starts at one point and it's just evolving. It's just evolving, and when you end, he was talking about dirty sex and being shameful at the end. When he started talking about going to AA meetings because alcoholism was a disease. That's what I find interesting, that you start at one point and it feels like a journey. But you get to another point and you haven't even noticed. That's gonna be all for the video. Remember to like the video, that helps a lot. Comment, subscribe if you want to get to see when we have new videos. Use the notification bell as always, and that will be all for today. Have a good one.